I'm being forcibly removed from the building again of a public lobby.
So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day.
Sir, please, is there anything I can do, sir, please? Don't do this to my wife, man. You don't know what you're doing to my family, man. Please, I'm begging you. I'm literally where am I going to put my feet? Sir, I'm begging you, please. Please. Please.
You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Do you know where Lieutenant Mingus is right now? So, no, he's not in the building?
I don't know. I'm not.
What do you know?
Okay, I don't want that man taking my picture. Why don't you take him out of here?
Sir, you hit me.
I'm gonna do
You
that
hit
next,
me.
okay?
Sir, okay, now
you take my picture then. I don't know you.
I'm not telling you nothing else until I find out who's driving that vehicle. You not a supervisor, bro. I need somebody higher than you right now.
I didn't break the law. I'm not going to be found guilty of anything. This is a waste of time. If you guys want to know who I am, I'll tell you who I am. Okay. You want to know what I'm doing here? I'll tell you what I'm doing here.
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now. She spit in my face.
Please, sir, please don't make me sleep in jail tonight, sir, please. I'm begging.
We're not criminals.
They're going to make me sleep in jail.
Why?
Sir, please. Please.
Dude, please.
Sir, please.
Oh my
Come on,
God,
man.
don't do that to him.
You
He
guys
didn't
don't know
even
what
bring-
you're doing to me, man.
Why? Where are you
Ma'am,
taking
stand right
me?
here. Ma'am,
Oh man,
ma'am,
I'm just
ma'am,
walking.
ma'am. No, you can't go.
You guys really don't know what you're doing in my life with this, man. Seriously, please.
We really haven't been getting a lot of support from the community. You know, we need help getting hotels. We pretty much got the food and gas covered, but if there's any way anyone can help out in any way, guys, the hotels, the fees have really been killing us. You know, we don't make $1 million. We don't make a whole lot of money. But if there's any way anyone can help out, please. We couldn't do it without you guys.
Today's video takes us to Coleraine, Massachusetts, where we find Josh and his new best buddy Leroy as they decide to harass some first responders, some EMT technicians. Why would you harass EMT technicians? I don't know. All for clicks and views. Yeah, they really need their head examined, I'll tell you that much. Man, I just can't stand either one of these guys, and I'm going to keep a close eye on them. You can bet your last dollar on that. But at any rate, sit back, watch, and enjoy.
And I am with Accountability for All, Josh Abrams. And this is our first joint venture together. We took a ride up New England here, and we're going to see if they respect our right to film and take video and photographs in a public space.
A few moments later.
The Coleraine Fire Department here. And they're not in any call, they're just hanging out. I'm here with Josh, Accountability for All. Beautiful day today. Friday.
Now these two yahoos have nothing better to do than to stand around and harass first responders. But I'm willing to bet that if they needed the police, the fire, or the EMTs, they'd be the first to pick up the phone and call for help and expect them to respond. What hypocrites these two are. Let's carry on.
And our main thing is we don't want, we want to educate people to let them know that cameras are not scary. I mean, they're everywhere, of course, and they shouldn't get scary just because they're on a stick or being held by someone's hand. They're hung up all over the place. You're being video recorded hundreds of times every day, wherever you go.
Can't hear you. I'm too far away and I can't understand what you're saying.
Can I help you?
I mean, how did you want to help?
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Smart-ass Josh with his cocky attitude. What does it look like I'm doing? Well, why don't you just tell the lady you're a First Amendment freedom fighter? Tell her you're there to make sure our government officials are held accountable instead of beating around the bush with all this bullshit. And then the other guy says, Leroy True says, oh, everybody's nervous about a camera. Yeah, they're nervous because they don't know where you're going to post that footage. And all the security cameras don't wind up on YouTube for commercial gain. You bloody idiot! Shut your mouth, both of you.
Videoing.
There you go. I asked a question. You already.
Is there a reason for it?
Yeah, I have reasons.
Do you mind telling?
I just know. You know what? Actually, that's a great example. You see what the grill of that truck says?
Yeah.
What does it say?
Liberty.
Liberty. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. Oh, there's Liberty right there.
Liberty, the Liberty Bell is closing on us. It is cracked. The Liberty Bell is cracked here in Coleraine. You know what? This is the first time that I've ever been here, and I don't feel I was really welcome.
Yeah.
So that is liberty, freedom, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, in Coleraine Fire Department. Wow. Well, if that was you, what would you do? If you were working here, would you have maybe ask a few more questions, or say, hey, you want to come in, guys, and we're not working on any call right now?
Well, now I can't speak for everyone, but if I were to see two yahoos like this standing around in my parking lot with a cell phone camera and a stupid-ass grin on their face, I think I'd have to call the popo. Yeah, I tell you what, man, these days you just never know what people's intentions are. And look at Josh with that smart-ass grin on his face. What the hell?
You know, come on in, like to tour the place and where you all from.
Yeah, right?
You know? And hey, you know, we're from not here and looking for this New England hospitality.
There's no such thing.
I haven't seen it today anyway.
5 minutes later.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, it takes so little just to be kind, you know, and friendly.
And a job.
You're such a piece of shit.
And a job.
You're such a piece of shit.
Well, I tell you something, ma'am. Josh tried to get a job at one time at McDonald's, but they were afraid he'd eat all the Happy Meals. Because remember, Josh is already a few fries short of a Happy Meal. That's because he eats everything he sees. He's on a seafood diet, no doubt. But let's carry on.
And a job.
You're such a piece of shit. Yeah, no, freedom has nothing to do with your life.
I'm going to send her a clip to the end of Braveheart, where he gave his life.
To freedom.
And his last final words were, freedom, freedom.
Some more taxes? Can I give up my essential liberties? Like, how could I be a piece of shit just like you? What would I have to do? Is there a checklist that says how to be a piece of shit just like her? And guys, just to give a perfect example, this young lady was very nice, very kind. She sat down, had a nice conversation.
Yeah, she was so nice.
Very, very nice. And then this lady,
really appreciate you. Pleasure talking with you today.
I don't want her to yell at you. She's being a Karen.
She just told us to get a job.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Leroy, if the shoe fits, get a job. You seem to be dressed quite nicely, except you can't tuck in your shirt tail for some reason. But at least you do wear a sport coat and a tie. You're halfway to finding a decent job. Come on, Leroy, you don't want to hang out with this loser, do you? He's gonna take you down the wrong path in life.
She's being very rude. Bye, Karen. Hope you can ruin someone's day again. Oh, look at her.
Whoa, that is a dangerous way to roll an ambulance here. Whoa.
Just telling us about how trucks crashing into houses.
Right, that's the one right there. They didn't mention that it was the Coleraine ambulance truck that keeps doing that.
Well, there you have it, folks. Now, the cops rolled up a couple minutes later, and of course, the cops said that they could stand outside and record. That's the problem with these yahoos. They get away with this, and they feel emboldened. They can get a step further every time and do more and more harassing of good people. You know, first responders, man, you should have your ass kicked for that. Yeah, but at any rate, if you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel like these two yahoos, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.
Oh, you assaulted me.
I did.
You assaulted me. She assaulted me. Racist. Oh, that's a hate crime. You're being disorderly. Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
I'm not sitting down. I refuse to sit down. I refuse. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. Big tough guy. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. Nothing. You can come try to make me. You're welcome to try to make me. Take a swing. Take a swing.
What is the reason for calling the officers here?
You'll go to jail, bro. Go ahead, put your hands on me.
Bro.
Put your hands on me. No reason to have.
I'm really unhappy that somebody did this to me.
We'll arrest you for trespassing in a minute.
On public property?
Yeah, we're asking you to leave and you're not leaving. That's trespassing.
She's right in my face, guys. You just assaulted me, ma'am. You can't come up and touch me like that.
You don't have permission to film me in any space.
I don't need permission to
Yes, you do.
record you in public, ma'am. No,
Actually,
that's
you
the
do.
law.
Salam alhamdulillah. Allahu Akbar. Harknuikan da kra. Ula wala fufatay.